Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, we are doing our weekly Monday collective reading and energy update here on YouTube. So I am going to be tapping into the collective energy and channeling through any messages or threads of energetic information that want to come through. Now, with that being said, these are collective readings, so always use your intuition. At the end of the day, that is the compass of your life experience. Only take the messages that truly resonate with you in that intuitive place within yourself and leave the rest here. There will be an extended version of this reading available both on Patreon and on YouTube memberships, just depending on your listening preference. And in the extended, we will dive deeper into specific messages and dynamics that come up here. So I will be letting you know whenever we are going to take a specific thread of energy over to the extended reading. And if at any point during this reading you feel guided to join, you can do so using the link in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so I am going to get started today by pulling a card from a brand new Oracle deck that I've only used once before in a mini reading over the weekend. By the way, I know that many of you were here hanging out with me on the weekend in the mini readings, so thank you for joining me there. I do love these collective readings, but it's also really nice to get kind of hyper specific in those so-called mini reading videos. And of course, in a more general sense, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for co-creating this space here. This would not be possible without you sharing your light, sharing your energy. And I really love reading through, especially the comments section, seeing all of your messages of support, not just for the channel, but for each other, for this community. I love reading sometimes when you leave a quote or something about your journey that's so inspiring to me, and I'm sure many others as well. I really believe we are like soul family realigning and reconnecting virtually here through the channel. So thank you for being such a powerful part of that. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to pull a Woodland Wardens card. So what card can I pull to set the tone for this reading video? The Wolf and the Rose Hip. Guardianship. I heard like wolf in sheep's clothing. This is interesting because we kind of picked up on this in some mini reading that I did in, I believe, the last like 48 hours. It's very recent, but we talked about a person who had kind of like this Seven of Swords energy. Like there was something about them that seemed a little deceitful or a little off. And it was because they were running from some aspect of themselves that you were illuminating, and you were almost like sensing their avoidance and then their projection onto you and protecting yourself in some way, maybe through setting boundaries or through, I'm hearing maybe clearly communicating something, or maybe even through your silence, because silence can be a boundary in itself. But I just really feel like you were protecting your space, your time, your energy in some kind of way. And again, this won't be for everyone. That was a pretty hyper specific reading, but I want to read a little bit from the Oracle card book here as well. Okay, let's see. It's interesting. It's taking me a minute to get to the right place in the guidebook here. So the guidebook says, the wolf travels in a pack, protecting its family and community. Like the hound, the wolf signifies loyalty and commitment. Relatedly, the rose hip is a source of food, but also a symbol of love, as it is the berry produced by the rose plant. Its combined associations with nourishment and affection make it an emblem of familial love and care. Interesting. So let me see if I can pull any further clarification cards on this. This wasn't what I was expecting because, again, I kind of got that wolf in sheep's clothing energy, but now it's almost like the other side of the wolf is that it's deeply loyal and protective and moves in a pack here. Wow, okay, so this may be a bit of a random thread of energy for someone, but I'm picking up that for someone listening, you actually have some kind of spirit guide. Now, just because this is a spirit guide, like a spiritual energy or a soul of someone I'm picking up on here, this is going to get so deep, by the way, I can already tell. But I'm getting that this could be, yes, just what we traditionally think of as a spirit guide, like an ancestor, someone that you don't interact with physically, someone in spiritual form, even if they're not an ancestor, who is guiding you in some way. But for some of you, this actually could be a protector on a soul level in the form of someone's higher self or someone's soul that, yes, you may actually know physically or you may have interacted with in the past. Because I'm getting for some of you, I'm getting a lot of Taurus and Gemini energy here as well, but these also seem to represent like opposite elements like earth and air. So maybe you and this person are very opposite or very different or have opposite signs in some way, if that is relevant, if they are someone that you've interacted with physically. I'm just getting that there's like this fierce protective energy coming spiritually from someone here. In many cases, I feel this may be a masculine as well. This seems to be someone who, I see someone like with this like sword of fire in a sense, symbolically, and they're kind of like waving that sword and like preventing people from trespassing in your life. Interesting. I'm actually getting preventing people from trespassing in your life without removing their shoes, which I don't know why I'm getting that strange image, but it's almost like I see that symbolically meaning that when someone approaches you, they have to do so with care and with respect, and they have to treat you as sacred or treat your space as sacred. And so this idea of removing one's shoes, I see that more so being like treating you with this sacred respect, but this also could be like humility in a way, like taking off some kind of appearance or some kind of layer when they approach you. And so I feel that this spirit guide, ancestor, or even this person that you physically have known whose like higher self is protecting you here because your souls are so connected. I feel like this is someone who is, again, like very fiercely protective of you, who is almost like blocking a certain person or energy from entering into your life at this point. I'm getting as well that they may actually do this fairly frequently. So you might actually notice that you sometimes have situations where you meet someone or you're getting to know someone, and I'm hearing for some reason technological glitches. Maybe, for example, a message won't go through from you to that person, or even that person's message won't go through to you, or you'll think one or the other blocked each other when you didn't, or there'll be some kind of like phone interference or a technical glitch that actually creates interference in you connecting with that person. That won't be for everyone. But for others of you, I just feel this general sense that this is some kind of spirit guide or soul that protects you by blocking things out of your life that aren't approaching you with respect. And I really feel like this is something that you've been dealing with for a long time, if not maybe your entire lifetime, without even fully realizing what it was. Like, why is it that every time I start to get close to a certain type of person, suddenly things just go haywire, or they just disconnect from my life or disappear. I feel like it comes back to this very protective, like spirit guide, ancestor, or higher soul that is somehow blocking these things out of your life, if that makes sense. I know this is kind of a bit of a strange message, and I also feel that this may be very specific to some people listening. But I do feel with the wolf pack ideology, this is either someone who was an ancestor, so part of your literal family, or someone who passed who was in your family, or they are such deep soul family that it feels equivalent to a physical 3D family member. So yeah, I really feel like there's been some kind of wall or boundary put up that is blocking access to you. This might be specifically blocking one person or one energy from accessing you, or it may be multiple for some of you as well, just depending on how this is showing up for you. But I'm feeling like in many cases, you may have been inspired to cut things off or to set a boundary, but really this was a higher inspiration coming from your soul, and also in a sense from this soul that's involved in protecting you as well. I'm hearing they push them to reveal themselves. Interesting. So I feel that in some cases, you may also experience this kind of strange, like protective energy in the form of someone suddenly revealing something about themselves or about their intentions that they didn't even mean to say or reveal. And this often may even happen on the cusp of you moving forward with that person. Like, for example, if this was romantic, you may be about to like go on a date with someone and everything's going great, and then the night before the date, they say something completely seemingly out of pocket to you that seems to just like slip out, that feels extremely like revealing about their character in a negative way, if that makes sense, or reveals something about them, or even a secret about them that you didn't know. I'm hearing truth serum, like this guide or this spiritual force around you. It's almost like truth serum for people in your life, where if they're keeping something from you but trying to get closer to you, very often they accidentally reveal what they were hiding to you, if that makes sense. This is such an interesting dynamic coming through here. So can I channel anything else about this dynamic we're channeling? We did get the 10 of Cups. So I do see this being a really beautiful, like harmonious kind of connection or timeline where you're experiencing a really harmonious love or partnership of some kind, if that's something that you desire. For some of you, maybe you're already experiencing that, and that connection is being protected through this kind of dynamic we're describing. For others of you, it's a timeline leading to that that's being protected. So take that however it does resonate for you. But the next card that we pulled out here is the Sun card. So this is typically like awakened masculine energy coming out here. And the Knight of Wands, and passionate as well, coming from the heart. And the Moon. You know, the sense I get here is like a progression. The Sun representing the awakened masculine. So this might be a masculine energy who is like in the process of going through this profound awakening within themselves that is pushing them forward into passionate, inspired action towards you, coming up here as the Moon, most likely being more so the divine feminine. Now, this could be reversed for you, so you can take it however it's connecting. And for the purposes of these readings, whenever I use these labels, divine feminine and divine masculine, please keep in mind these are meant to describe energy dynamics. They aren't necessarily related to a particular gender. But the sense I get here is a masculine going through an awakening and then rushing towards you very quickly. So this also with the 7 of Cups could involve them abandoning something or walking away from something that was from their past. This does feel like very heartfelt forward movement here. It's really, really coming from the heart. But strangely, I'm hearing it's almost like they couldn't hear their heart before. And we have the Seven of Swords. You know, I feel that this could represent a masculine energy that was being blocked out from accessing you until they went through this awakening within themselves and abandoned or walked away from something in their past that may have been karmic. There's definitely this Saturnic kind of energy here. But I'm feeling almost like this person was spiritually blocked from being able to access you. And this could have come in the form of things just glitching, not working out, the timing seeming off, or maybe you literally felt repelled away from this person, or you felt the desire to set boundaries with them. But regardless, I feel as though they've gone through or are currently going through some kind of massive tower moment, bringing a lot of upheaval, but also spiritual transformation into their life, ultimately pushing them to awaken and also to let go of something that it feels very karmic, whether it was a karmic relationship or some negative pattern or thing inhibiting their life. And I feel like this is freeing them up to start moving towards you very quickly. Now with the Page of Wands, I'm really feeling like the way that this person initially connects or reconnects with you will be something that seems simple on the surface. This feels like very grounded. It doesn't feel like they're going to be giving some kind of sudden open expression of love or anything like that. It feels light, it feels grounded, it feels almost like practical, but it holds a lot of weight beneath it, emotionally and energetically, because I'm hearing it marks a re-entrance. I don't know who this is for, but I really feel for some of you listening, there's someone who is re-entering or wants to re-enter your life here by reaching out to you through some outlet that just appears to be kind of practical. Like maybe they come up with some kind of excuse that makes it practical for them to contact you or to connect with you or to see you in some way. But really it carries this like deeper energetic weight beneath it. So what is that deeper energetic weight beneath this person? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I'm hearing I want to take a chance on this connection. I want to almost like literally spin the wheel here. Like they know or they feel that moving forward here would be, it comes with somehow some level of risk for them emotionally, or it feels like they're not sure how it's going to work out, but they don't care because the feelings are overpowering the fear here is what I'm getting from this person. So can I reshuffle the cards here and get some more clarification? And we will be channeling into many different threads of energy. So if this hasn't been connecting, I feel that there's still a lot that wants to come through here. Let's go to the energy oracle. So can I channel anything else about this masculine energy who wants to re-enter your life? Okay, this is someone with door to value and solar plexus chakra who really sees your value and worth. It seems like recently they've been building their confidence to this point of coming forward and also strategizing behind the scenes with the strategy card. Like this is someone who's been putting a lot of thought and planning into how they're going to come towards you, but I'm hearing they've known your value for quite a while now. It's like they've seen this tremendous rarity and value in your energy. They've just been strategic in how they're going to be coming forward here. So in the extended version of this reading, I am going to be taking a look at how this person may move forward with you, as well as what they are likely to communicate with you and what the strongest timeline potentials are futuristically moving into the future. So if you'd like those more personal, specific messages about this dynamic and this person, the link to the extended version of the reading with those answers will be in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so let's see what else we can channel into here. So I'm setting the intention to pick up on some other messages or threads of energy here. So if you have any personal intentions for this reading that haven't been answered yet, feel free to set those intentions by thinking them or speaking them out loud, whatever feels most aligned for you. Okay, so the first card we have here is the High Priestess. So I feel that this really represents you being in this very mysterious and intuitive sort of energy right now. We also have the Lovers card. Wow. Okay, so what I'm getting is that, and the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, and Temperance. Wow, a lot of major arcana cards coming out here again. So what I'm getting here is that I'm hearing you've been very intuitively guided through especially your love life and romantic experiences at this time, whether you're currently in a connection or whether you have someone in your life romantically or you are single and dating, whatever your current situation is, I feel that your intuition has been playing a stronger role than ever in really guiding you through this. And I almost see you with a blindfold on, and it's like you're feeling your way through the dark, and yet you're being guided in the perfect steps forward because you're tapped into your intuition. I'm also getting that this is requiring a lot of confidence from you because the way that you're moving, especially when it comes to love and romance, if that's how this is applying for you, I feel that many people are questioning, doubting you, or not really understanding either your timing here or the movements that you are making here. And yet it seems to be leading you to this Lovers card energy, to a really beautiful, super high vibrational, harmonious kind of connection. Again, whether that's something you currently are already manifesting with a certain person, or whether it's something that you are holding the space for and desiring to attract into your life. There is something here being emphasized about timing with the Temperance card and how I'm hearing you're keeping your peace in the storm. I'm getting this strong sense that things here have been unfolding for you really gradually for possibly even a very long time. And again, there's something coming up here about how the way that you are operating in love may be on a very different timeline than most people operate on or what most people expect here. So let's see if I can get any clarifiers specifically on your love life here. So when it comes to love, you are showing up as both the Queen of Wands and also the Ace of Swords. So someone who's very magnetic, confident, attractive, but again, that's not just speaking to your physical appearance, although I'm seeing that here as well, but also this energy radiating from you that is attractive in the purely magnetic kind of sense. For some reason, I saw really bright eyes, like there's something about your eyes that are very beautiful. Someone here may have blue or green eyes, or that may be your person as well. But with the Ace of Swords, I feel this being major clarity or breakthroughs coming through. It's strange. I'm also getting the word apathy. So I feel as though when it comes to your love life, especially if you resonate more so with the Divine Feminine here, I feel as though you've received a lot of internal clarity lately from your intuition in love. The signs Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra may be significant or in someone's birth chart here, but the sense that I get is I'm hearing, I don't know how I know what I know, I just know it. It's like you have this clarity and you may not know what the source of it really is, but in actuality, it's coming from your crown chakra. It's coming from your divine self, your higher self, that intuitive voice within yourself. I'm also seeing with the Sun card that this connecting with the Emperor tells me that If you are a divine feminine here, you are very magnetic for healed, awakened, open, divine masculine energy at this time. And I'm actually feeling that if you are more so in your divine feminine here, you are someone who is actually feeling almost like a sense of apathy towards people or energies that do not provide that kind of stability, or who don't have, I'm hearing, a deep level of self-awareness and that kind of spiritual openness that you're seeking in love. And I'm getting something about how when you have that clarity and you make yourself more exclusive to access, you no longer feed into people, things, or dynamics that are not connecting with you on that level, it actually amplifies your magnetism for the people and things that can connect with you in that way. So in the extended version of this reading, I actually want to take a look at specifically who or what you are so magnetic for right now in love. So who or what you are attracting in love. I'm also getting something about a quote unquote like secret admirer energy. So if you've had some sense of someone admiring you without necessarily being vocal about it, or almost in a secretive way, we will be channeling into that thread of energy, who that person may be, and details about that in the extended as well, which is linked in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so I kind of want to potentially turn this reading towards more generalized life-related messages related to you personally, your spiritual path, your sense of purpose, passion. So let's see if we can get any kind of guidance in those directions. What can I channel about your personal purpose or path here? Well, once again, we have the Ace of Swords, and I'm hearing the vision is becoming clear, and there's an increasing sense of focus. So I'm feeling like you have this almost like laser focused energy towards something that you're doing or creating in your life. I'm just getting this newfound level of focus, but I'm hearing it's coming almost through like a narrowing. What that means to me, like this narrowing kind of means it's not being diluted by other people, things, or I'm hearing counter focuses, like things that may be counterproductive or energies that may be counterproductive to this focus. And I'm hearing that when it comes to manifesting, this newfound focused energy that you've come into is extremely powerful, because this is, I'm seeing like a rose garden. It's allowing you to grow something in a certain direction in a much stronger way, because there's an increased degree of focus. So part of the clarity that you may have received recently may have actually been around certain people, things, or forces in your life that are actually counterproductive to some kind of goal, dream, vision, or version of yourself that you are now becoming. I'm getting a pretty specific message from someone's spirit guides here about really how lately you've been embodying and stepping into this dream version of yourself that you've been energetically cultivating for a long time. It's like this merging process is happening where for a while you've been envisioning or like inviting in the energy of this version of yourself that you wanted to become, which in actuality was actually just your higher self that you were intuitively sensing already existed on this higher timeline, which you're now aligning with. And in the process of aligning with this higher timeline and focusing your energy in this clearer way, it's almost like you are fully merging with and showing up as a version of yourself that at one point was just like a glimpse or a vision. And I'm also getting that you're going to see signs of this more and more, where things are going to start showing up in your physical reality that you've been envisioning or imagining for a long time, sometimes in ways that actually feel really unexpected or serendipitous, where you'll be in the middle of a moment thinking to yourself, wait, I feel like I dreamt this, or I imagined this happening. I'm hearing deja vu. You may even have moments of deja vu where it's like, I almost feel like I've already lived this, because you created, you envisioned, you invited the energy in of this reality that you're now merging with in a very real way. So Here we have the Four of Swords and also the Page of Pentacles. Something about Paris may be significant because I'm seeing an Eiffel Tower here. It's interesting we keep getting this Four of Swords card because I took this previously to mean like self-care. This also could be rest, relaxation, creating some kind of sanctuary for yourself that you can rejuvenate in. So let me see if I can pull some clarification. This Page of Pentacles I see representing you being consistent with something. And again, it's like that increase in focus. I'm getting kind of a message about consistent, small daily action steps really adding up over the course of time. So maybe lately you've been inspired to express this increased focus by doing certain things, working towards a certain goal by taking particular actions every single day. And I'm just getting something about how small consistency builds exponential momentum over the course of time. So what else can I channel here about the energy that is coming up here, or any other messages? Can I get any clarifiers on this Four of Swords? Justice, accountability, cause and effect, karma, truth. You know, the sense that I get from this is that there are energies or people from your past or who have been connected to you who are sensing that you have this newfound resolve, this newfound focus within yourself, that you're merging with this super high vibrational timeline. And the feeling that I get here is almost like they're trying to avoid their own karma or their own things that they need to deal with, whether that's emotionally or literally, or something that they have to face within themselves. I feel like there's someone here, or maybe multiple people, who are almost trying to avoid the consequences of their own action or inaction by using you as some kind of like bridge here. Again, I'm like really reminded of a mini reading I did over the weekend where I said someone wanted to warm themselves in your light, but they were also resentful of it because it illuminated things within them that they were trying to run away from. And so this was creating this deep feeling of inner conflict. And I feel that many people may have this kind of feeling towards you. Yeah, it's like a very pushy, kind of restless, impatient energy with the Temperance card reversed. These individuals, I'm just hearing protect your sanctuary. Now, maybe this is your physical home space. This also could be your physical body as a sanctuary. This could be your time, your energy. But I feel like something about you, your routine, your space, your body, your life, it's very sacred. And there are people or energies who want to be closer to it or who want some kind of access to it because they are avoiding or running away from something within themselves. I'm just getting a very strong escapism kind of vibe. And maybe this is just like a word of caution for someone to be cautious of people or energies who are trying to use you as some form of emotional escape rather than, I'm hearing like, are they trying to escape or are they trying to connect? Because again, we have the Seven of Swords, which has been coming up here so frequently. People who may not be fully clear on their intentions, but I don't even mean like clear towards you about their intentions. I even mean clear towards themselves. They may not even have done the introspection work to know their own intentions fully. Yeah, escapism with the Eight of Cups, that really confirms what I just said earlier, that it's like there's something happening with some of these energies where they are subconsciously, again, I often feel it's not intentional, but I feel that they are subconsciously, with the Moon card here, trying to escape something about themselves that they don't want to face or something in their life. And it's like they're trying to, I'm hearing, feel the difference between when someone is trying to use you as a distraction or use you as like a form of escape, kind of like use your light or your energy in that way. And when they are genuinely being inspired upwards to a higher version of themselves and actively taking steps to move towards that version of themselves, to take accountability. That word accountability seems to be really important. So you may notice a major contrast right now between energies that truly introspect and take that level of accountability and find ways to grow and evolve, and people who possibly may try to kind of escape or avoid and do not take that kind of accountability. Okay, so very interesting energies coming up here. This reading is getting really deep. So I just want to see if I can channel anything else here. I don't necessarily feel that in that particular segment of the reading, there's much more that wants to come out here particularly, but I'll see if anything does, just in case. Okay, well, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So, I just keep hearing the word distractions. I feel that there's a reason a lot of these kind of strange dissonant energies are coming up in the reading. It's not to create fear or to focus on the negative, but actually to focus on the positive. It's to keep yourself refocused on the people and things that are truly supportive of you, truly beneficial to you, truly nurturing you, and to prevent you from falling into the pitfall of becoming distracted by overextending or overgiving to any of these energies, if that makes sense. I also feel that if these parts of the reading are for you, these are most likely energies that you've had this kind of subconscious awareness of. I'm getting in some cases, you may have even felt like at certain points you were experiencing some strange negative things in your life. Like, for example, I'm getting something about the skin and like maybe having like a breakout or something like that, possibly having nightmares overnight, kind of strange moments of sudden anxiety, things of that nature. And again, this isn't to focus on the negative or generate fear, but if you've experienced any of that, this actually could be related to some of these dissonant energies that are, I'm hearing prying eyes. It's like they're almost like psychically very interested in you, but kind of projecting onto you in some way. And you're very empathic. So you're kind of interpreting that energy physically, emotionally, spiritually. And I'm hearing by identifying it through this reading or otherwise, like having it confirmed to you, this can actually help you to release it, but also to refocus, because I'm getting that the key here is simply, it's not so much pushing against these people, although there are, of course, times to express yourself, to set clear boundaries, whatever feels supportive for you there. But mainly I'm hearing that by acknowledging to yourself where this energy is coming from, and then consciously refocusing your energy and attention on, I'm hearing what's supporting you, whether it's work that's supporting your soul, fueling you emotionally, or a passion, a hobby, a friend, a community, places where you truly feel loved, supported, and reciprocated with and cared for. Refocusing your energy in those directions, I'm hearing like dissolves any negativity you may have been feeling from these kind of dissonant energies. So I hope that's making sense here. But all of that being said, I am now kind of picking up for some of the collective. This won't be for everyone, but there seems to be some kind of a lower vibrational feminine, like a karmic feminine coming up. This could be someone like a friend, a family member, someone from your past, someone even connected to a person that you know, or that maybe you were romantically involved with or friends with or something like that. So what else can I channel about this Queen of Pentacles reversed kind of energy? Ace of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is someone that you've had a lot of clarity about recently. I also feel this could be one of those individuals that like accidentally revealed themselves to you. It's like something became very clear about this person to you. They may have even revealed themselves through something they said without even meaning to say it, or something that they did. And I feel like this moment of clarity has actually helped you to refocus away from them in a more powerful way. Yeah, and focus on your own success with the World card. I also feel like this may just be a bit of an envious energy, someone who senses this this energy of thriving around you, who senses that you are shifting into this state of fulfillment and success. And also with the 10 of Cups, that you are someone who is, I'm hearing, loved and adored. It's like you have people in your life or your space, or if you haven't yet met these people, they're going to be coming into your life, or maybe they're watching you at a distance, but I feel like you are very loved and adored, and rightfully so, because you have this beautifully inspiring, uplifting, loving kind of energy about you. And I'm hearing it can't be faked. And this is almost someone who envies the effect that your energy has on other people, but doesn't have an interest in actually cultivating that core energy within themselves. Can I get any more information on this here? Yeah, because with the 6 of Wands reversed, this is someone who's feeling in that opposite state. They're feeling like they've failed in some sense in their own life, or that they aren't receiving the recognition that they deserve, or something of that nature. But again, what's really going on here is the reason you attract this love, this adoration, this support, again, whether you're currently experiencing that or that's what's manifesting in for you, you're attracting this because of a core energy you've cultivated within yourself. It's not something happening because of anything physical or literal. It's also not something egotistical. It's a soul deep kind of thing. You've really cultivated this energy of love within yourself, unconditional love that really began when you broke down those internal walls and began loving and embracing yourself as fully as you are now. So I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle here. I know that this reading is getting a bit long, but I'm actually grateful for it because I've loved channeling through all of these messages. It's been so fun to flow with this reading. So let's see if I can get any preview of what else wants to come out in the extended reading, just to give us like a little bit of a sneak peek into that here before we close the first reading on YouTube. And I'm going to pull 3 cards for this. So the first card is the 4 of Wands, the Fool in the reverse, okay, Justice in the reverse, but I actually feel that this pairs with that Fool reversed card, so I'm still going to pull another card. Okay, the Page of Wands reversed, and again, I actually feel that that still goes with those other 2 cards. Okay, so with the 4 of Wands reversed, I feel that the first dynamic we're going to look at in the extended is this energy of there being some kind of reunion or union timeline around you, specifically when it comes to love. And we're going to be looking at more of how that might show up for you. But with these other 3 cards here, I'm strongly picking up on someone who is almost like there's like this regret here. This person is feeling like they allowed themselves to be distracted by something. I'm hearing they took their eyes off the prize, like the prize being you. This is someone who feels like they acted really immaturely or impulsively, and they almost feel as though they were manipulated by some person or energy around them. And they're now really breaking out of some sort of pattern or cycle in their life that they've been in for a while. I'm actually hearing that you're the one who broke them out of this, but they didn't fully take the break. They tried to re-enter the cycle with that new version of themselves. It's like you altered this person, but they went back and re-entered the cycle and then realized that they really couldn't because their energy had changed. They had changed. They didn't fit into that cycle anymore. And they're coming to this realization. So in the extended, we'll look at what this person might be realizing and how this situation might progress. But I also picked up on a lot of reversed, like feminine energy cards, which is really fascinating. It's almost like an energy that is the exact opposite of yours, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure if this is just that it's speaking to a way in which maybe you trigger a certain portion of the collective that doesn't yet believe fully in their own power or hasn't yet fully learned how to love themselves. But I'm hearing my guide say replace, in this case, the word trigger with the word activate, because I'm getting very strongly that you are activating a lot of these individuals into a higher version of themselves. But I'm getting that activation in the beginning often looks like triggering. And I really feel like this actually plays into your higher purpose and path here on the planet, something deeply related to like your soul's contract in a sense with the collective, what you came here to do on a spiritual and energetic level. So we'll be taking a look at that as well, how you may be triggering and or activating parts of the collective right now. And of course, anything else that wants to come through those extended readings. So if you do want to join me in the extended, the link to that is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in today. I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy. Have an amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading on Wednesday.